Hey, welcome again. I just wanted to say hi to all my subscribers. When I first started doing this, I didn't think I was gonna get anybody who really wanted to listen to me. So I think it's pretty cool that I have people other than friends who are subscribed to me. And I will try to upload more often or set some type of schedule. But for right now, my life is really hectic. So I kind of only record when I have time, but I try to do it at least once a week. I'm drinking beer today. I have some Sam Adams Oktoberfest, which is delicious. I wanted to drink wine, but my boyfriend, who's sitting right there, he didn't really want wine. I think it has a little bit to do with the fact that I keep asking for wine, and that might be because I know that I won't be able to drink it after my surgery. So every time I have the option to drink an alcoholic beverage, I'm like, I want wine. But you also can't drink beer after you've had bariatric surgery, so I'm drinking it today. And I felt like it was fitting to, while I was doing something I won't be able to do after my surgery, that I talk about all the things that I hope to be able to do after my surgery that I can't do now. As soon as I figured out that I was approved, I started thinking about how different my life would be once I had surgery. And I started thinking about all the activities and places and, just things I want to do that I feel like I can't do right now. And I created a bucket list. So I have it with me today in my notebook. And I'm just going to read a couple of those things off. And hopefully in a couple of months, I'll be able to start ticking things off of this list. And maybe I'll even do a blog every time I've done something from off of my bucket list. Maybe that'll give me more ideas for videos. Okay, so one of the biggest things that I want to do and I haven't been able to do, or I just doubt that I would even survive, is whitewater rafting. I really, really, really want to go to the Grand Canyon or somewhere, really just majestic and bigger than myself, and do a lot of physical activities, including hiking and such. But one of the biggest things that I really want to do is to go rafting in the Grand Canyon. I've always seen pictures of it, and I thought it was really cool. Also, to go hiking in the Grand Canyon, there are a lot of little alcoves and caves in there where people used to actually live there, and there are markings and it's really interesting things, and I feel like it'll be a cool place to explore. So that's one of the big things that I really want to do once I lose the weight, and I'm able to be a lot more active. Another thing I really want to do is go zip lining. Now, I know you're going to say, I can go zip lining. There are people who are overweight who go zip lining, and that's cool for them. But for me, anytime I'm anywhere up high and there is a structure holding me up, I have a lot of anxiety about it. I get really worried. I start feeling like this thing is not going to hold me. It's not built for me. This cord is going to snap. And I freak out and I freak myself out, and I don't have the confidence to do it. So I hope that by losing weight, becoming active, and becoming more fit, and showing myself that I will actually allow myself to do really fun things like zip lining, because that is something that I want to do. Another thing on my list is, I should probably just leave this here so I don't have to keep reaching over. I don't know. Along with zip lining, another thing that I'm really afraid to do is ride roller coasters. Not because I'm afraid of heights. I love heights. When I'm up in a high building, I like to look down, look at the people. They look all small. But it is the idea that I won't survive. The last time I was on a roller coaster was about 3 years ago, and I was at Six Flags. And I got into the roller coaster, and I sat down, and they go, okay, the harness is gonna come down. I'm like, all right, cool. And it comes down. It's like, and I hear everyone else's is going click, 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 and mine didn't click. And I was just like, oh my God, what if I don't fit? And then all these people are gonna see that I don't fit. I started freaking out. And this teenager came over and he was like, okay, man, just sit back and suck your belly in. I'm like, all right. So I sat back and I sucked my belly in, and he pushed and pushed. And then his friend came over, one of his coworkers came over, and he pushed and pushed this little mechanism until it clicked. And I was like, am I safe? And he was like, yeah, you're fine. We do this all day. You're good. And I couldn't even enjoy the roller coaster because the entire time, whenever it thrusted forward, I feared that it would break open because they had forced it as opposed to it fitting correctly. So it really bothers me getting on roller coasters after that because I'm always afraid that I'm going to fall out and it's not as fun, So that's a big thing I want to do. And that'll probably be the first thing that I do. As soon as I lose a certain amount of weight, and it'll be around the summertime, I'm going to want to go to Six Flags, and I'm going to want to get on every ride twice, and it's going to be great. And that'll probably be my first big celebration for being fit. I have a lot of things on this list. I'm not going to read them all. One, because my handwriting is horrible. And two, because it would take too long. Like, do you see this? I don't know. Can you see this? That looks crazy. I'm not reading that. So I'm just going to pick a few things out. One of the other things that I want to do is go clothes shopping. Like, in a high-end store. I want to go to... it's not high-end, but, skinny people store is what I meant. I want to go to American Apparel and just try everything on. I don't even have to buy anything. I just want to be able to say I'm size 8 in American Apparel and go in there and try on a bunch of stuff, or going to Hollister or H&M or different stores like that and try stuff on and not have the store clerk or whoever's walking the floor standing outside worried that I'm going to break a zipper to a pair of jeans and, asking me, did you find your size? Because my size is in here. So it's usually very stressful. There are girls who like to shop, and I never got that because it's always really emotional for me to shop. It's really hard for me. It's, I would love to be able to just walk in and pick something up and go, okay, this isn't my size. Let me go try it on. Instead, it's, do you have this in my size? Okay. Oh, there's only one left. And then I got to shuffle through a billion piles of clothes just to find my size. And God forbid I decide, no, I don't really know if I want it. And I walk away and go look at something else, because just like that, someone else my size has whipped it up and thanked me for looking for it, and then I'm asked out of a pair of jeans, which is why I don't have a lot of pair of jeans, because I just can't. Next thing that I really want to try doing is I want to go rock climbing. I want to go rock climbing in 2 different places. One place that I want to go rock climbing is just regular wall climbing indoors, because I want to learn. And even since I was a kid, I just never had that upper arm strength, and I never had the confidence in myself to climb that high. I was always pudgy. And I remember as a kid, I went wall climbing once, and it was a horrible experience for me. I got up maybe 2 feet off the ground and I started freaking out, and everyone thought it was because I was afraid of heights, but really what it was I couldn't lift myself, and I also felt really embarrassed that I couldn't get up as high as the other kids, and also I was afraid if I let go, the cord would snap, going back to the other thing. So hopefully I'll be able to learn and get past that fear, because my big goal is to go rock climbing somewhere upstate. Either somewhere upstate or somewhere in Colorado, or even if I went to the Grand Canyon, that would be cool too. I just want to see a hill or see a cliff and conquer it. And I don't mean just like regular rock climbing. I mean, I want like a chisel so I can like bang the support into it. And I want the harness and the helmet and the big cord and just like me and nature. I wanna be up so high I see a fucking eagle's nest. Like, I just want that experience, because I know that once I get to the top of that cliff, the view is gonna be amazing. And I spoke to my boyfriend about this before. It kind of seems like places like that are only reserved for the people who can make it there. And I'm not one of those people. And I kind of feel bad that I'm being left out. I want to experience something that I know I would not have been able to do. A lot of things I can say, oh, I might have been able to do that, before the surgery. But this is one of those things that I absolutely know. I would not have been able to do this unless I had this surgery, or unless I had lost this incredible amount of weight and been able to get fit and get healthy. And I just feel like that might be the last thing that I do. If I do a series about me hitting my bucket list, that just might be like the grand finale, because once I've done that, I don't think there's anything else I want to do more than that, besides go somewhere naked. Like, I'm dying to be naked somewhere, like Mardi Gras or a nude beach or somewhere, even if I have extra skin or a scar or anything like that, because I just know I'm going to be so proud of myself. It's not going to matter what anyone says. It's just the idea of being comfortable enough in my own body. And right now I'm not comfortable at all. So that should be pretty cool. I had asked my boyfriend what was one thing that he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to race. So guess that's cool. I mean, maybe I'll run a marathon, but I think he wants me to race him, which is really competitive. But that's fun, because I'm not a very competitive person, because physically, because I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't make it. But I would love to be able to be like, I'll race you, and actually give it a good try, and not feel like my back is going to explode, or that I'm gonna regret it in the morning. The idea of being active spontaneously is really exciting. Last thing that I would like to do from my long list of things that I'd like to do is wear heels. I'll pick that one. Yeah, wear heels for a really long time. I can walk in heels. I look great in heels. Cool. The one thing that is hard though is support. There are girls who can go out and buy a cheap pair of heels and rock them and be okay. I can't do that. I rock a cheap pair of heels, and there's very little support underneath the, what's that called, babe? Under your toes? Not the heel, the other part. The arch?
What was the arch, and then there's the ball? Yeah,
the ball. The ball underneath your toe. That, oh my gosh, it swells up. It's so bad, because all of that weight, if this is my foot, all of that weight is right here. And oh, it's awful. And I know there are women out there who are like, oh, I'm a big girl and I wear heels. But you see big girls wearing heels in photo shoots. But when's the last time you just saw a big girl just casually walking down the block in a pair of 4 to 6 inch heels? It doesn't happen because it hurts. And why would I torture myself like that? But I love heels. I love shoes. I like dressing up really nice. And I would love to be able to go to work and wear heels all day and be alright. So that should be fun. Anyway, so I'm going to cut this off at a smooth 15 minutes. If you're still watching, you're awesome, because I just rambled the entire time. But if you are thinking about having the surgery, or if you are going to have surgery, or even if you just had it, and you want to share your bucket list with me, just tell me something that you think you might really want to do once you lose the weight and reach your goal. You can comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Okay, bye.